Hey there everyone, happy Friday. Thank you so much for joining me. I'd planned to put on makeup and let you guys see my face today, but time has gotten away from me. I had to go see the immunologist this morning and had to have all that allergy testing done on my skin. So I am running a little bit behind. But in today's video, we are finishing the card that I started on Wednesday. We're going to be paper piecing the two little gingerbread people that are left. And then we're going to be working on the candy and then finally finishing the card. So I'm going to walk you through some of it as I'm talking, as I'm doing it. And then the rest of it will be sped up to keep this video under 20 minutes, hopefully. So yeah, so if you haven't already, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Don't forget that I have my Etsy shop on 20% off. I'm going to have that sale going through December 2nd. Everything but the shirts are 20% off. The shirts are 10% off, but I believe Etsy has a coupon and you can stack it. So be sure to take care of that. Everything is up except for the Santa cards I did on, was that Monday? And then this card. Everything else we're up to date. So yeah, so if you have any questions or if you want anything custom, be sure to reach out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Please don't feel pressure to purchase anything. Liking and commenting and subscribing is just as fun and helpful. Don't forget, I will be having a giveaway later, early in December. I'll pick a random video and a random commenter to win a prize. So yeah, okay, that's enough jibber jabber. Let's get started and we'll finish this really cute card. Okay, friends, so now is the time in our program where we need to pick a color palette because we have her pink. So our first little girl is pink. So we're kind of picking up where we left off in the last video. So she's ready to go. She's pink. We got to do her thing. He's ready to go because he just needs white and his candy cane. So for her, I kind of want, we need a small print for sure, like we have the other one. And I don't know that I want to do the confetti print because she's already polka dotted. So, I mean, it's kind of the samey, it feels like. So I'm trying to find, we have this red, which would be cute. What other kind of small-ish, see we have the reverse. I don't know that I like it. We could do the stripes. Of course, her dress is like not very big. And then I wanted to do her bloomers in a different color. I don't know how well that's going to work. Misty. I think you overestimate how well your hand works. Let's see. I am filming this a little bit later in the morning, so hopefully, I think let's do the plaid. I want to do the plaid. I kind of want to do the plaid. Let's do the plaid. But let's also do her bows in a different color. So let me show you what plaid I'm talking about. This is the plaid from the Gingerbread Kisses. Oops. Gingerbread Kisses. And it's a small enough plaid that it should work. And then we'll do her bows in this cute little red pattern. So let's bring in our stamper right. Pull off this little one. And then let's bring in this girly. No, I don't need her. I need her stamp. What am I doing? Okay. So I'm going to put the paper down. I flipped it because this side has that glue strip and I like to always cut that part off. I don't know why they include that like that, but they do. What if we did, let me see, just do them at separate times. Come on now. Okay, I'm going to put her all the way down here. We're just going to stamp her the whole thing. We'll just stamp the whole thing and we'll just stamp her as the whole thing. So I am going to actually fast forward through this part because I shared this part in Wednesday's video. So if you're interested to see it like in real time, check that video out because I want to spend more time on the actual candy part of their kind of their accessories, and then we need to make the card base. So let me go ahead and get this stamped, and I'm going to get this, her dress in this, her bows in the other, and then I'm going to go ahead and get it all cut out and adhered on her, and then we will move move on. And actually, I may go ahead and stamp her presents. Although I'm trying to decide if I'm going to put them as something different or just color them in with a gel pen. We'll see. And as for Copic markers for that, I'm just going to use like a little tiny bit of probably a light tan, like E00, E00, just so I don't make it too dark. That's my concern. Okay, so I am going to stamp both of these little images onto a piece of Copic friendly paper because I'm going to color the candy. Now, you could paper piece the candy. If you think that you can do that, feel free. I don't think I can do that, especially not today. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp and we're going to color. And I think I might go ahead and do the gift as well, just to kind of keep it consistent. Why did I do it without stamp? So we'll just keep it consistent. Okay, so for the candies, what I think I will do is I will put down a base layer. We'll cut them out, and then once I have them on the images, then we will go over them with gel pen, glitter gel pen. So I am going to do... Let's just keep with the paper. We have red, we have green, we have blue, we have pink. You guys have seen that color combination before. So how about we do... Let's do the blue. Let's do like a turquoise on the candy, or green. Let's do green on the candy sucker. And then we'll do a traditional red on the candy cane. So this is R46. This is my favorite red out of all of them. So I'm going to go every other one. I don't have a white glitter pen, so we'll go over it with the Nuvo shimmer pen, but I am going to add just a little tiny bit of like B00 just to give it a little bit of shading. And again, we're going to cut this out. So that was R46. I don't know about the gift shop. Probably red, and pink, and green. And then, like I said, BG00. Just to give it just a little bit. Okay. For the candy cane, or for the green, I'm going to use, I guess, YG09. And like I said, I'm just doing a base. We're going to cover that mistake for sure. I'm just doing a base color because the glitter pins, for the most part, are opaque, but it's just easier if you have a bit of a base coat down. And again, you don't have to do this with Copics. You could use Sharpies for this. Unfortunately, I just don't have any Sharpies like that. I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why can't people do these even? Dear illustrators, can we please just do these even? Thank you very much. I could erase that line. I mean, I could erase that line. Or I could draw another line. Oh Lord, here comes Misty thinking that she can do something. I'm going to use a micron pen. These are archival and actually work fine with Copics. That just looks better. It looks a little better, I think. For the stick, we're going to do BG00 again. I may just go over these with the white gel pen. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, for the presents, I think we'll do pink and green. So I'm going to do that YG09. We'll do we'll do RV13. That was YG09, RV13. And I don't think I have a pink like this, but we'll go ahead and just use this as the base coat, like I said. And then I'm going to bring in turquoise for the bow, because we're going to use some paper that color, and it would be nice to have it tied in just a little bit. Okay, so let's cut these out. Then we will get them adhered. Then we'll do the gel. No, Misty, that's probably not a good idea. Let's do the gel now. Okay, let me pull in my gel pens. So these are they're just glitter gel pens off Amazon. Nothing fancy. I think they're called Chrome Tech, are the particular ones I bought. And I think there was like 30. So it's a pretty good set. Alright. So let's start with the pinks. It's already over here. I need something that's kind of close. Oh, perfect. I'll just go with that. So I'm just going to scribble in where I put the color. And this just deposits the color a little better, I find. So I'm just kind of going in circles. Perfect. Now these are gel pens, so you're gonna have to let them dry. So that's why I'm like, do we cut them out? Do we put them on? Let's do this first, just in case I screw them up. Okay. Next we have our green. Do I want this green? Yes, good green. They were all three together, so I figured they were ones I've used before. Now, if you don't have glitter gel pens, you could skip this part. You could use
a shimmer pen, or you could use actual glitter if you have it. I have it, but sometimes this is just a little bit easier. All right, then let's do the red. Let's see, this red or this red. That looks more pink. Cute, cute. All right, I'm gonna set this aside to dry. Someplace I can't touch it. Someplace I can't. Okay, friends, this is actually a completely separate day from the previous footage. So I am going to go ahead and get everything adhered. I went ahead and cut off the stick for the lollipop. I figured I could fill that in with my white gel pen, and it made it a little bit easier to deal with. The candy cane was the hardest out of the three, but I did it and it's done and it's done and I did it. So I probably could have gotten away with doing it with the gel pen just on him, but I wanted to show you paper piecing. So this is the Essential Slimline Dies from Catherine Pooler. I don't know if you can still get this. I picked mine up from scrapbookpal.com when I was a design team member a couple of years ago. I've gotten more use. You guys, if you've watched this holiday card series, you've seen this die. I actually have a card in my Etsy shop right now that is this die. So I got confused. So I'm making a slimline card. So on the 11-inch side, I cut it at 7. Then I scooted it over to 3.5 and I scored it. That gives you a finished slimline card that measures 3.5 inches tall by 8.5 inches wide. So you don't have to worry about weird measurements or anything like that. I know people do it differently. This is the size I love. And as you can see here, this die is suited to that size. So I decided to bring in the big patterns. This is from the 12 by 12 paper. I have scraps from when I made my planner dividers, and I decided to go ahead and bring that in for the back of them. And then I was like, okay, I need them to stand out just a little bit, and I couldn't decide what I wanted. So just to get these adhered on the back, I'm going to bring in a piece of that release paper or a piece of release paper from sticker paper. I keep some of this around so I can put it down and go ahead and add adhesive on the back. You can do this with a regular piece of paper too, no problem. It's just a way for you not to get glue everywhere, and it gives you the opportunity to get things glued down. Now, again, I'm using 3 different separate pieces of paper, so you're just going to want to make sure that you trim it off and don't trim it so you have a hole. But I really love how this background turned out. Did I go by the rule of 3? No, I did not. Am I okay with that? Yeah, I am. I mean, I guess it kind of goes by the rule of 3 because I would consider the candy, the big pattern, the cookies, the kind of more medium pattern. And then of course the cute little gingerbread have their own pattern. So I guess we kind of went by the rule of 3, but yeah. So I just added some snail to the back of that once I got the rest of the paper adhered, and then we're going to go ahead and adhere that flat. Then I'm going to bring in some glitter paper, and first I'm using an adhesive eraser. It's called a Xyron adhesive eraser, and it just basically picks up the glue. So I decided to bring in this small kind of scallop circle, and these are from Stampin' Up! From eons ago. This is smaller than what the gingerbread are, but I just wanted a little bit of it peeking out. I didn't want it to be too big, take up too much room. So I'm trying to get these adhered kind of on the same level as the other. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop up the gingerbread babies using some Scotch foam adhesive. I am just going to cut little pieces on that and get it on the back. You guys have seen me do that probably a bazillion million times in my life. So taking off the release paper, and we're going to get these adhered. And again, I wanted just a little bit of that circle to show. So I kind of put them where I think it will look good. And this is what it looks like when we're done. Now, I couldn't decide what I wanted else to go on this. I really thought about, first I added rhinestones to the centers of their little bows. I brought in the Gingerbread Chris's odds and ends, the little ephemera that I have left, because I thought, there's some candy in this that might look cute. And you can see where my thought process went. But then I decided on just 2 of the little gumdrops. I'm going to put one on either end. And once I do that, I'm going to bring in a Nuvo shimmer pen. Word of warning, if you use a water-based ink like the white gel pen with this, it's going to smear it if it's not dry. So just be careful that you don't smear it. And maybe gel pen isn't water-based, but it'll still smear with this. So yeah, so once I do that, that's it. So thank you for coming on this paper piecing journey with me. So many of you have said that you've never seen this technique before. I'm happy that I could bring you a new one. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're interested in this card, I'm not sure when it'll go up on Etsy. I still need to photograph it. So just reach out and tell me that you want it. All right, friends, I love your faces. Have a very good weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.